I'm Jasmine. This is part of my imagination. Y'all know why I'm here. I'm going to do a quick introduction because, what is a book buying band? I have no idea because I haven't been following it. I probably have about, let's see, 30 some books here. So I'm just going to kind of run through them. I'm not going to dive into exactly what the books are about. I'll probably give a synopsis of a few of them that are interesting and things like that. Other than that, I'm not going to dive into that because this video will be really long, and I also don't ever do that in any of my haul videos, so we're just going to run with it. So, alright, the first ones that I have I got from my local comic book store, and I got 2 comics. I got the 3rd and 4th of Shuri, obviously Black Panther. I don't know if you guys can see, I'm way too high. So yeah, I picked these 2 up. The next ones that I have are 3, 4, 5, and 6 of Saga. I've already read the first one, loved it. I already have the second one. I bought it with the first one, so I just picked up the next 4 columns and plan on rereading. So, all right, the next books that I have I got from the actual Goodwill. I didn't pay full price for these, and I think I have about 12 of them. So, the first ones that I have are the first 3 books in the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. I don't need to dive into this. Everyone knows what it's about. It's about a female assassin, basically, in a nutshell. I picked up the first 3. They were the next 2 books that I picked up were volumes 1 and 2 of a complete series of William Shakespeare. I kind of want to dive into classicals. Alright, the next ones that I have are some mangas. I have 1 through 8 of Loveless. I just wanted to expand my manga collection. I normally just read on Webtoons or another app that I have that I read not mangas through. So I've seen these. I had a full collection. That's sometimes why I don't want to buy them, and they're really expensive. So I thought I would just pick these up. They looked pretty interesting. Okay, so we're just gonna look at these because how fucking amazing are these? I seen these at the Goodwill, and they were in like the bin where they're putting them out. So yes, I got the Alice in Wonderland Fairy Tales from Around the World, Hans Christian Andersen Classic Fairy Tale. Oh, that's by who it was. Classic Fairy Tales and the Grimm's Complete Fairy Tales. So yeah, super stoked about these. Okay, and the next set of books that I have I got from Barnes & Noble. These are the only books that I paid full price for. And yeah, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this is not the actual complete series. So, all of them. So I was like, I'm feeling frisky, so I'm going to pick them up. So I picked these up. Alright, and the next books that I have is Archenemies by Marissa Meyer. I just realized during this entire haul, I haven't been saying the author's name. Obviously, this is the second book in Renegades. I just read Renegades. I gave it 5. I think I gave it 5 stars. I don't know. This was for the, I read it for the BookTube game, so I picked up the second one. And yeah, I'm really excited to dive into this. This series is basically about superheroes and villains, and it's fantastical. I love it, so you should read it. Next up is The Librarian of Auschwitz by Antonio Iturbe. I'm not saying that right. I'm so sorry. This is a translated book. I saw it, and it was on 20% off plus the Barnes & Noble. It was on one of the tables, and I honestly picked it up for the cover, and I have been seeing it floating around Instagram a little bit, just as one of those like advertised books. So I seen it, I thought it was pretty, and I picked it up. I have no idea. The next book I picked up is A Very Large Expansion of Sea by Tahereh Mafi, and this book is about a girl a year after 9/11, and this is basically about being a Muslim after 9/11 happened and dealing with the racism and things like that towards Muslim people. Alright, the next book I picked up is obviously A Girls of Paper and Fire by Natasha Ngan. I think I'm saying that right. Hopefully. I did not know. Everyone's been raving about this book. If some people don't like it, a lot of people do like it. I know there's a lot of touchy subjects on here. I know there's a female romance in it. And this is also Asian inspired. But no one said it was a James Patterson. So kind of like how Rick Riordan has his presents. I didn't know this was James Patterson. I've never read James Patterson, but I obviously know who the hell he is. So, yeah, very interesting. I keep waving the book all, like, out of frame. I don't know if you can even see half the books that I'm showing you. And then the next book, and the last book I picked up from Barnes & Noble, is Black Leopard, Red Fox by Marlon James. And this is an obvious buy. Oh, also, well, I'll get to that later. But, yeah, I picked this up. This is basically supposed to be, like, a black Game of Thrones, apparently. So, someone on Twitter wanted to read the book, but they just didn't have, I don't want to say the funds, they just weren't able to buy it. So, being the kind person that I am, yeah, whatever, I sent her the book. So, I don't have the book on me, but I did buy On the Come Up by Angie Thomas. Obviously, everyone should know it's number 1 on the New York bestseller list, right after The Hate U Give. So, that book is basically about a girl named Bree who wants to become a rapper or is a rapper and things like that. That's the gist of what I know about it. I plan on reading it when I get it back. If anything, I'll just go buy another one and let her keep it. I've been collecting the full series for Junie B. Jones, and Judy Moody. So, yeah, they had the full collection at the Goodwill. So, I bought it for, like, $10. Yeah, anyways, the next couple books that I have come from Value Village. The next book I have is A Necromancer, The Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel by Michael Scott. This is, don't know, I think this is the 4th or 5th book in the Immortal Nicholas Flamel. I'm saying his name fucking all fucked up. This video is all ate up. Anyways, this is one of the books in the series. I have the full collection down there. Seeing this is the only one I didn't have. Next book that I have that I was so hyped to find. Spiderwick number 4. I also have the first 3 here. Oh, I am an asshole. Okay, well, I have number 4. Fantastic. Yeah, I bought number 4, seen it, picked it up. This is also by Holly Black, so Cruel Prince. Like I said, Junie B. Jones. I picked up this one. This is one of the only ones I don't have. Yeah, Junie B. Jones is Almost a Flower Girl by Barbara Park, obviously. One of my old videos, I have been collecting only a few of the Royal Diaries, and this one is Warrior of the South. This is about Southern China inspired. Pick this one up. Alright, the next book that I have is An Absolutely Remarkable Thing by Hank Green. No idea what this is about. BookTube is everywhere. Oh my god, it's such a good book. Seen it at the Goodwill. Not the Goodwill, Value Village. It was $1.29. Picked it up. Y'all know this is what we do on BookTube. We just pick up books that other people talk about that are good. The next book I picked up, I have actually already read, and that is Glass Houses by Lois Penny. And this book, I gave 5 stars. Fucking loved it. It was phenomenal. I read this back in 2017 I used to have a book club. So yeah, I read this book. I seen it. I wanted to add it to my collection because I gave this 5 stars. So why not own the 5-star books that I love? So yeah, pick this book up. It's really good. Actually, I should tell you what this book is about. So this book is basically about a detective in Canada because she's Canadian. So he is a old-time detective. He's not really a detective anymore. He is the chief of police. Essentially, that's how I can put it into terms. And in his little small town, there is like this old mystic, like, shadow thing that just stands outside in like this little circle in the neighborhood, and he just stands there all day and all night, and he's just like freaking out everybody. And then there's a murder, and then they're like, it had to be that guy, but he's like, there's no proof. And it just dives into the story, and it's fucking amazing, and there's plot twists everywhere, and I was just like, oh my god. I'm sorry that I'm really animated in this video, but we're about to go get tacos, so I'm trying to hurry up and like get it done with. So the next book that I picked up is Classical Mythology, 2nd edition, Into the Insights, by Stephen Harris. This is one of those, I think, college books. It was in the college section. Alright, and these ones are kid books, but I just wanted to show them because they're honorable mentions because it's Black History Month. So, yeah. I have Uncle Jed's Barbershop by Marjorie King Mitchell. I picked this up for my girls. Next one I have is The Fortune Tellers by Lloyd Alexander. And I honestly picked this up because of the cover. Like, this is beautiful. And just, like, come on. Come on. I picked this up for that. It was like $1. So, I picked this up. The next one I have is How Long is a Piece of String by Christian Akeens. Just has a little black boy on it. And it's just a cute little book, you know. I can still read them, but it's cute to add to the collection. And the last one is actually Indian inspired. This is Storm Boy by Paul Owen Lewis. And this is actually about, I want to say Indian culture. We get a lot of books like that because this is Washington State, not DC. We get a lot of Indian stuff because there's a lot of tribes out here because it's Washington. So this is really great to add to the collection, and I can't wait to read it to them. Alright, so the next pile of books that I have, I got from a bookstore that I found today. This is book down in Olympia. It's called Last World Books and Press. The first book I got is Ready Player One by, who is this by? Ernest Klein? Yeah. Picked this up. The next book that I picked up from them was Peanut's Treasury. Like, this book was only $9. Only $9. And I'm pretty sure, well, hold on, it's upside down. I'll fix that later. Anyways. But like, hello. Oh my god. And it has like that, like this bookstore. Let me talk about this bookstore for a minute. And I already know this video is long, but I'm going to talk about it anyways. This bookstore was like one of those old bookstores that you see in the movies that are just piled with old books everywhere. Like, yeah, there were just tons of books everywhere, and it just had that old parchment smell that I just want to put in a jar and bring with me. But that's what this, oh my god, that's what this book, it smells like an old library. Like, oh my god, it was so perfect. Like, yeah, there were books everywhere, and I was just like, oh my god, I can't think. But even then, it was beautiful. I loved it. Alright, the next book that I picked up was Afrocentric. It's actually a comic book. And this is volume 1 through 4. This is by Julia Jules Smith. Yeah, it looked really interesting. It was at this, I've never heard of this. I've never even seen it. But black people, hello. The next book I picked up was 9 Plays by Black Women. This is the Black American Woman as Playwright, a powerful and exciting force in today's theater. This was edited by Margaret B. Wilkerson, and there's a few other like authors down here. I'm not gonna read them all off, but yeah, honestly, I picked this up for the title, and it's super old. Like, yeah, this is such an old book. This used to be $4. This is the first edition. Oh my god, it smells like it. Okay, anyways, back. This is the last pile that I have. I'm almost done. Yes. I picked up these books from this bookstore also down in Olympia. Like, literally, they were like 2 minutes from each other. Cutest little hipster town. Oh my god, Olympia is so hipster. But yeah, this bookstore was a used bookstore. They also sold new books. But majority of the books that I have on this pile, I paid used price for. There's only a few on here that I paid full price for. But other than that, let's just get into it. So this one is actually a children's book. I found it in the children's section, but I picked it up for like, let me just read it. Can I Touch Your Hair? Poems of Race, Mistakes, and Friendship by Irene Latham and Charles Waters, Sean Quayles, and Selena Alco. Like, hello. How could I not pick this up in Black History Month? Especially because, like, can I touch your hair? No, you cannot touch my hair. But this will be a perfect book. This is obviously a children's book. I bought it for my kids. Perfect book for them. They're right at that age where they can start understanding what I'm talking about in this book, and we can actually have discussions. Maybe I'll do a video on it. I don't know. What I picked up at this used bookstore was The Savage Song by V.E. Victoria Schwab. I don't know what this book is about. Everyone said it was a good book. If y'all know what it's about, tell me down in the comments. Next book that I picked up is Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. This is, if I remember correctly, I don't know. I don't know what it's about. I lied. Okay, the next book that I have, which is why I said, goddamn, I'm an asshole, is book number 5 for Spiderwick. I have this book on my shelf, and that's the issue with when you don't update your Goodreads on what's on your shelf. You double buy. But the next book that I have is Astraddle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe. Reviews, obviously it's won all these goddamn awards, so this is obviously a fantastical fucking book. These books, I picked up the last 3 in the Throne of Glass series. I really hope I fucking like this series, because I sure did pick up all the damn books. Thank God I didn't pay full price for them, but I still paid money for them. Anyway, the next book that I picked up was Binti. I seen this and I was like, oh, I totally got to pick that up. So yeah, I got it. I don't know what it's about. The next book I picked up is Library of Souls. This is the 3rd book in the Miss Pettigrew series by Ransom Riggs. No idea what the series is about. I have the first 2. Alright, and the next book that I have is Falling Up by Shel Silverstein. Silverstein, sorry. But yeah, if you... Sorry, it has a... Oh, I just got my lipstick on it. I'm such an asshole. Anyways, if you haven't noticed, I've been collecting these poetry books. The next book that I picked up is Go Tell It on the Mountain by James Baldwin. This book was talked about in Well Read Black Girl. I'm reading that right now for Blackathon. And one of the authors talked about this book. And I was just like, I've been like putting off James Baldwin because, you know, it's James Baldwin. And I didn't know where to start, but I seen this book and it was just obviously a calling because it was in the Well Read Black Girl. So I picked it up. But the Goodwill had the 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7 in the hardbacks of Harry Potter. And I have been collecting the Harry Potter. I actually have been collecting the paperback and the softback. I didn't want to pay full price for it. But my older sister loves Harry Potter. Loves. She watches videos, so she's gonna see this. But like, yeah, I'm not probably gonna give her the hardback, but I am going to collect 2 editions so I can give them to my sister because she loves Harry Potter and I fucking love her and she's been supporting my channel. I just want to cry. But yeah, if you just heard a knock on the door, that's definitely my kids. They want to come in because I've been telling them like they had to go so I could record this video. But yeah, so yeah, so that is the end of this video. There are 60 books. All the books will be listed down below. So if you want to get more details on them, if I didn't give you enough details, because I know I didn't, there's only a few books that I did. But if you're interested in any of these titles, they will be down below in the description box. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. If you always want to see my videos, hit the bell. Don't hit the bell. I really don't care. If you didn't like this video, I don't really care. So, yeah. See you in the next one. Bye. My ponytail is bobbling everywhere, but oh well. The next book that I picked up, I don't know how to pronounce. Time out.
The following pronunciation is brought to you by pronouncenames.com.
Auschwitz.
Auschwitz. Okay.